all guilty of it at work, you know, the snacking and grazing that we do throughout the entire day, not making the best lunch choices always. Our next guest can certainly relate to that. Take a look.
Hello, hello. Hi. I am Lisa, and I heard from my friend Rachael Ray that you guys were having some trouble making smart food choices here. Is that true? It is true. What's going on? Who is guilty of eating things that they think are sort of not so great?
I like leftover Chinese food, and sort of the greasier the better. And it really tastes good, especially this time of day when we need a pick-me-up for getting back into that classroom.
So you think grease equals taste?
Sometimes, yes.
I would guess this container has about 2,000 calories and 200 fat grams. I have a little solution for you with the Chinese food. So let's say you decide you're going to order one greasy, kind of not-so-great thing for you, and then the other thing you order is steamed chicken and broccoli, and then you do a little mix and stir combo thing.
That would be much
Would that be okay?
That would be much healthier.
This is liverwurst.
Yes.
It has about 17 or 20 grams of fat per serving.
What do you add to it?
Lots of mayonnaise.
This, too, is a bad choice. Tons of fat in that.
and some potato chips, and it's a yummy sandwich.
I mean, that sandwich has probably around 600 or 650 calories and like dozens and dozens of fat grams. How do you feel about other more lean deli meats? Do you like roast beef, pastrami? Turkey pastrami is a good option.
Okay.
Those have about 20 calories a slice. You can eat a big, thick sandwich with that deli meat, and it's a lot lower.
Okay.
And you lose a lot of the fat. And it tastes just as good.
I will give it a try.
Okay, you're the candy girl.
Guilty.
You've got the infamous candy drawer. I've got some swaps for you.
Okay.
Okay. First we have fruit, but I'm not saying you should just have fruit and nothing else. I'm saying cut up some fruit and then use some clever dips. Now this is some Fuji apple slices.
Okay.
Sugar-free vanilla pudding. Take a bite, it's really good. 60 calories a cup. That is fat-free. Bananas with chocolate pudding, that's another favorite. I'm gonna try one of these.
Okay.
Again, 60-calorie pudding.
I thought it would be no candies, no chips.
right.
Have just, you know, rice cakes. It was very nice to know that it's just about portion control and making some good choices and just having a balance.
I'm hoping that some of the things that we talked about are going to sort of stick with you, and you might think about things and make, you know, smarter choices maybe in the future. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Cheers to
healthier eating.
Please welcome back to our show the author of Hungry Girl 200 Under 200. This is Lisa Lillian, and this book, welcome her. This book changed a lot of women's lives, and it started a very successful website. It's basically how to get more bang for your buck. A lot of flavor, but a lot fewer calories. Is that the gist?
Exactly. Eat the foods you want to eat, but with a few swaps, you can just do that at a fraction of the calories and fat.
I'd like to see us swap the liverwurst with mayonnaise and crushed potato chips. But I think that we all have guilty pleasures. I try not to associate guilt with food. I like to eat a little bit of all things, even a little bit of liverwurst in moderation. But I think that we can all really be schooled when it comes to our community lunchrooms. You know, when we come to work here, we have an enormous snack table out there. All of our snacks of the day end up in a snack graveyard, and we graze all day. I mean, we're always stuffing ourselves with this or that. We're not even hungry. It's just nervous energy. I think everyone is guilty of that, don't you think?
I do, and I think work, it's especially hard to resist because, as you say, you're faced with it everywhere. There's a birthday and there's a giant cake. Someone brings in donuts or bagels in the morning. If, you know, you work in an office and your boss yells at you, it makes you feel better to eat some candy. There's a giant candy bowl. So it's hard to resist all of those things at work. You just have to set yourself up for success.
Yeah.
So to do that, bring emergency snacks. I am all about the emergency snacks. Like, I'm never without emergency snacks. I have some in the dressing room right now, as a matter of fact.
What are your kind of emergency snacks?
You know, things I like to have portion control. Things like 100-calorie packs of almonds are great. I always have like a Fuji apple with me.
Yeah, I saw the Fuji apple with the little dippers and all that.
Yeah.
Very cute. It's something we learn as small children. Snack time is important. And we do have snack time here at the show, you know? I mean, because it's fun. Food brings people together, and it is fun to have that sense of community, even during your regular work day. A little chit-chat and a snack with a buddy. What's wrong with that?
Absolutely.
All right, so Faith, she's one of the women that you saw in that taped piece there. She's with us in the audience. I want to welcome her. She's from Newhall Elementary. Hi, Faith.
Hi, Rachel.
So tell me, how successful has this been? What was your favorite tip, and how are you guys doing?
Well, the tip that Lisa gave me was amazing. Just take my greasy Chinese food, but only eat half of it, and then mix it with something healthy. And afterwards, we all went, duh, of course. What were we should have thought of that.
Yeah, I think that that is such an easy thing that we can all do. You know, take a food that you love. I love pasta, too. But, you know, my grandfather had diabetes, and we always ate as a family. When we ate pasta, there was an enormous amount of greens or vegetables running through the pasta. There was a little bit of pasta and a lot of protein and a lot of vegetables. So I think that's a great all-purpose tip. Have you noticed that everybody's kind of in a better mood, or their spirits are better? Is anybody losing weight?
Well, and that's a big motivation for me as one of the oldest teachers there. It's harder and harder to lose weight, so we are all very, very motivated. Lisa told us how to make these wonderful mini pizzas. A lot of people bring in those very high-calorie pizzas, frozen pizzas,
right,
with sandwich thins, and those were amazing. And we're especially going to be doing those because Lisa was so generous to Newhall Elementary School and donated to us a brand new toaster oven.
Oh, that's great. So the girls can cook.
They didn't have a toaster oven. I'm like, they need a toaster oven.
You got to be able to cook if you want them to eat a little healthier.
Thank you.
That's very cute. Well, we're glad it all worked out well over there at the elementary school. Up next, 3 quick tips with Lisa. We're back with hungry girl Lisa Lillian. She's brilliant. She tells us how to go about eating. More flavor, less calories is the gist. How to eat a little healthier, or at least a little more figure-friendly, even when you're eating things that aren't so good for you. So today we've been focusing on snacking, how to satisfy your snack attacks, whether you're in the office or hanging out around the house. And I think you got 3 great examples here. We're just chit-chatting about them over the break, so show us what you got.
Okay, these are great for the office, especially because you can keep them around and they're easy to store. First thing is jerky. Now, jerky, a lot of people think jerky is, I don't know, it's got a bad reputation. It's not exactly beautiful, if you could see it here, but it's amazing. It is high in protein, it's low in calories, it's low in fat, and it really satisfies you, and it's easy to store. It's a little high in sodium, so if you watch your sodium, you may want to go easy on the jerky, but other than that, it's one of my go-to standard emergency snacks.
In moderation. You don't want to eat the whole sack of jerky and watch your eyes swell close. Not cool.
And you have to drink a gallon and a half of water if you do that.
Which is a good thing anyway.
Yes. Good.
Okay, so next up, this is a company I really do love. I've seen these in a lot of the gourmet markets too, not just your regular grocery stores. They're brilliant. It's called Lesser Evil, and their goal is to make things that taste evil but that are not so evil.
Exactly. So they are appropriately named. Lesser Evil, they usually make a lot of popcorns. This new product is called Crinkle Sticks. It's a lot like a French fry. Look at them. They look like little French fries.
They look like crinkle-cut
French fries.
Exactly.
And so low in fat, 110 calories for a cup. They're great with ketchup.
For a whole cup?
A whole cup
Wow.
for 110 calories. If you're going to order French fries at a fast food place, 400 calories, 20-something grams of fat. This makes you feel like you're eating French fries. You can keep it at your desk. Everyone will be jealous.
And it gives you a use up for all those little packets of ketchup that you have in like the junk drawer in your kitchen, right?
Yes.
Now, I'm not a sweets person much because my grandpa lived with us when I was a kid, and you know, he did have diabetes. It was a real battle for our whole family, so I never really got addicted to them. But I'd say the #1 thing that people complain about is that they love their sweets, and they can't seem to get the connection together between staying in the smaller jeans and having their sweet tooth satisfied. So this one's very clever.
Yes, this is great because it's not only a good chocolate swap, it's a good swap for cookies, brownies, cupcakes, donuts, anything you find at the office. These are called Vitalicious Vitatops. They're 100 calories, they're so low in fat, 6 grams of fiber, all natural, loaded with vitamins.
That's important. They're all natural.
All natural.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, and so you keep them in the freezer so they don't go bad. And they taste like, I mean, they're loaded with chocolate chips. They taste like a brownie, a cookie, a muffin. And
All
again,
in one.
All in one. And I do fun things with them. Like right here, this is a whoopie pie. Do you know what a whoopie pie is?
Sure, whoopie pies where they put the buttercream frosting or the cream filling in
like
between the two cookies.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're from Maine, I think it's like a Maine specialty. So I make, these are called Frizzy Cool Whoopie Pies. And I use Vitatops, again, 100 calories, and I'm going to make one now.
They're very
Look how cute they are.
They're very friendly
like little,
looking.
you can throw them like Frisbees, but I'm not going to do that right now.
I don't know if the audience.
Come on!
Could be a game. You can just see how wide y'all can open your mouths, and she can just chuck them out there.
Okay. Well, you slice your Vita in half, which is not always an easy thing to do,
That
but I
sounds
think I did
painful,
it.
But I think you did it artfully.
Just don't cut yourself. This is Cool Whip free, so that's fat-free whipped topping.
Oh, they didn't mean it was free.
No, it's not.
So don't
no,
go to the store
you
and
actually
boost
have,
the Cool Whip. That's
right.
not what they mean.
You have to buy this, so
Yes.
don't say that I told you to go to the supermarket and steal it, because I will get in trouble. You put in a few tablespoons of that.
And you squish it together.
Squish it together.
Very clever.
Throw it in the freezer for
Cute
about an
stuff.
hour. And look at that.
That's very clever. Nicely
It's so
done.
good. I'm going to have a bite.
That's why they call her the hungry girl. She fills you up without filling you out. Nice job. Thanks, Lisa. Up next, I'm in the kitchen making strong hay pasta with lots of fresh Brussels sprouts. Very good for you right after this.